What's up everyone, this is SliferKing here, and today join me for another one of my Yu-Gi-Oh deck profiles, where today I'm bringing to you, admittedly, a little bit of a late Traptrix deck profile. So Traptrix is basically a mechanic which uses a lot of the trap hole cards, like Bottomless or Gravedigger, or, well, you'll see a couple in this deck basically. So the lore is basically Traptrix are plant/insect type monsters, and with the new support that was introduced in the structure deck, I think it was a few months back, admittedly. Like I said, I'm a little bit late doing this video, I admit, but I just wanted to eventually get around to it. So yeah, they work quite well to use a lot of the trap hole cards. So let's go over them. So first off, with the new cards, I'm running two of Traptrix. I think it's pronounced Pudica. So this one is basically a searcher for the brand new field spell for Traptrix. This one also, so yeah, when it's normal summon, you can add a Traptrix Garden from your deck to your hand. Also, if this is special summoned, you can target one special summon monster your opponent controls, banish it. Also, during the next standby phase, your opponent can special summon one of their banished monsters. So that second effect is helpful probably late game, but I suspect early on it won't make too much of a difference, the fact that they can bring back banished monsters. For the other new Traptrix, I'm running three of Traptrix, let's see if I can pronounce this right, no Camper. I might be wrong about that one. So this one, the first time each set card in your spell/trap, so spell and trap, will be destroyed by a card effect each turn. It is not destroyed. During the main phase, if you control a Traptrix monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn, except insect or plant monsters. So this one is basically really helpful to get out your links and exceeds for Traptrix. The fact that you can special summon itself when a Traptrix is on the field, that's a really helpful ability. So now we get into the regular Traptrix. I'm running three of Marmello. So this one is arguably still the best Traptrix, because when this is normal summon, you can add one whole normal trap card from your deck to your hand. If this is special summoned, target one spell/trap on your opponent controls, destroy that target. So this can also work out with the first Traptrix I mentioned earlier. Then I'm running two of Dino Noia. Like I said, my pronunciation is not brilliant. So with this one, when this is normal summon, you can target one Traptrix monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. So bang, you immediately have another way to bring back Marmello there, and more ways to go into your links and exceeds. Sorry about nudging the camera. When this is when this is special summoned, when this is special summoned, you can target one whole normal trap card in your graveyard, set that target, but banish it during the end phase. Admittedly, that effect I don't tend to use as much. If I was using a special summon effect, I'd probably use Marmello or one of the other ones, but it can be effective, like maybe late game. So then I'm running three of Mantis. Mantis is still one of the good Traptrix to run, because you can add a Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand when this is normal summon. Once per turn, you can target one set spell/trap you control, return that target to the hand, then you can set a different one. So yes, so it's a way to change a trap hole if needed, and it's a searcher. Then I'm running one of Neffis, something like that. I used to run more than one, but I think it's a good tech option to have. So if you activate a whole normal trap card, except during the damage step, you can add to your hand or special summon one Traptrix monster from your deck, except this one, obviously. So yeah, it's a little bit of a searcher if you activate a trap hole while this is on the field. And to wrap out the Traptrix, we have two of Vesicculo. So this one, so you can use one of the following effects per turn, and only once that turn. You can send one set trap you control to the graveyard, special summon this card from your hand. So another way to get out links and exceeds. And if you combo it with one of the Traptrix, which brings back a trap from the graveyard, then that could be a nice combo. If you control no cards in your spell and trap zone, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one whole normal trap in the graveyard, set that to the field. So yeah, so the two effects kind of work. So you can send a trap to the graveyard to bring this out, and then if you link summon, you can banish it. So you can use this for a link summon, then banish this card from the graveyard and get the trap card back. And finally, I'm running one copy of Ash Blossom and Joy Springs. Some people would run more than one, admittedly, but I'm the type of person that only likes to really use one, admittedly. Now for the spells. So I'm running 3 of Traptrix Garden. This is your new field spell, well, newish field spell. So during the main phase, you can normal summon 1 Traptrix monster in addition to your normal summons set. So one of the combos I actually do like to use is with its second effect. I'll explain in a second. So I'll just put that there. So this can search out for Traptrix Garden. Then you can play this card, and its second effect, the first time each insect or plant monster you control will be destroyed by battle. Each turn it's not destroyed. Sorry, it's the third effect. This one comes in quite handy. You can banish 1 monster you control, special summon 1 Traptrix monster from your hand or graveyard. You can only use the effect once per turn. So one of the combos that I like to use is Pudica. To use Pudica, search out for Traptrix Garden, play this, then I can do an extra normal summon. Then I can use the effect to banish this card and then bring out different Traptrix, say maybe Mormello or the Arachnid one, so it can use its special effect. So personally, I think that's a little bit of a nice combo to use. Going back to the spells, I'm running 2 of right, let's see if I can get this right. Trap Tangalizing Tune. I might be right about that, or could be wrong. So with this one, you can discard 1 level 4 insect or plant monster, or normal trap, draw 2 cards. So this is effectively your draw engine. You can banish this card from the graveyard, then target 1 of your banished level 4 insect or plant monsters, or normal traps. Place it at the bottom of the deck. You can only use each of the effects once per turn. So the reason I only run 2 is because it's good having a draw engine, but it's the I feel like it's not a card which I rely on too heavily, because there's a link monster which kind of requires a monster in the graveyard, and I'll get to that a bit later. The rest of the spells are generic. Then we have 1 Rigeki, 1 Harpy Stravaduster, and 1 Monster Reborn. Some people would run Caught by the Grave, and I can understand that, but yeah, I just like using those cards. Now we get to the traps, and there is a few. So first off, we have Traptrix, Trap Hole Nightmare. Arguably still the best Trap Hole card. When a monster that will special summon this turn activates its effect on your opponent's side of the field, negate the effect, and and if you do, destroy the target. So obviously a lot of special summon cards in this day and age has special summon effects, so that's going to come in quite handy. Then we have the new Traptrix card, which is Holity. I might be wrong about that. So with this one, this is an intriguing one, because when you activate this card, by discarding 1 normal trap, so this is effectively a Traptrix trap monster, because you can activate this card the turn it was set by discarding 1 normal trap, special summon this card in defense position as a normal monster. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 Traptrix monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So this is a way to special summon some more Traptrix and get their effect, or you could use this for link plays, which can come in handy. The other new card is Terrifying Trap Hole Nightmare. So if your opponent has special summoned a monster this turn, target 1 monster your opponent controls for 2,000 more attack, destroy it. Then, if you have a whole normal trap in your graveyard, you can banish 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard. So this is one of the other reasons why I don't tend to run Caught by the Grave, is because this card does have a banishing effect, and also you're bound to have a good amount of normal traps in the graveyard. Then the other trap holes I'm running is 2 of Bottomless, still a pretty good one to have. 2 of Floodgates Trap Hole, 1 of Grave Digger's Trap Hole. And then the other two cards I'm running is Traptrix. I still feel like this is a decent card to run. A one-off, I think is a good amount. And then finally, one evenly matched. So there is the traps. Now we get to the extra deck, and this is where you're going to see a lot of Traptrix. So I'm going to start off with the exceeds first. So first off, we're running two of the Traptrix Pingakulu. So with this one requires, oh sorry, nods the camera again. So when this card has material, it is unaffected by trap effects and the activate effect of other monsters with the same type as this card's material. You can only use each of the following effects of this card once per turn. You can detach one material from this card, add one Traptrix monster from your deck to your hand. If a monster owned by your opponent is sent to the graveyard or banished by card effect, etc. in the damage stage, you can attach one of those monsters to this card. So with this one, this is a way to search out some more Traptrix, and also it's a way to gain extra exceed pieces, materials, if a card is sent to the graveyard by a effect. Then we have two of there they go. Then we have two copies of Traptrix Raffalisa. I'm pronouncing that wrong, I know. So with this one, it's basically your opponent cannot target Traptrix monsters you control with card effects once per turn. During either player's turn, you can attach one exceed material from this card and send one whole normal trap that meets its activation conditions to the graveyard. This effect becomes that trap card effect while it's active. So basically, you could send like a bottomless to the graveyard from the deck, and this effect becomes a bottomless effect. And then to round out the Traptrix exceeds, I'm running one of Elomerus. This one is not a bad one-off. It does require, usually most of the time it requires more than one Traptrix. But with this one, you can detach two materials from this card, special summon one level 4 or lower. So level 4 insect or plant monster from your graveyard. So it's a way to get Traptrix back and activate their special effects. If your opponent's monster leaves the field because of a card effect and is now in the graveyard or banished, etc. in the damage step, you can detach one material from this card, then target one of them, special summon it. So yeah, I feel like this is quite useful. By the way, I'm running two other extra deck monsters. Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon, just as a powerhouse, just in case. And a number 82, because we do have the field spell on the card, so this card can declare direct attacks. And finally, we get to the links. So, first off, I'm running 3 copies of Traptrix Sera. Probably still the best Traptrix link, because this one, because with this card, if a normal trap card is activated, you can special summon one Traptrix monster from your deck with a different name than the cards you control. So if you use a few trap holes, there'll be a few Traptrix. If your other Traptrix monster effect is activated, you can set one whole normal trap directly from your graveyard. So yes, this one is a pretty good one, and also combined with the Traptrix trap card, the one that special summons a monster, you can bring this out quite quickly, and then yeah, so you can do some combos. Next one I'm running is 2 copies of Coloria. This one is 2 of because this one is a good one, but most of the time I'm going to be going for the new one if I'm going to be summoning a higher level link. After you activate a whole normal trap card, you can set it instead of sending it to the graveyard. During your end phase, you can target one Traptrix monster in the graveyard, special summon it in defense position. So that's another way to get your Traptrix back. And finally, the last card in the deck is 3 of the newest Traptrix link, Atobus. So with this one is basically a power boost for the Traptrix because it provides 1,000 attack while you have a normal trap card in the graveyard. So that's the reference I made earlier. Like, you want to ideally have one trap in the graveyard so you can use that effect. Once per turn, you can target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of insect and plant monsters you control. Negate their effects until the end of the turn. Then you can apply this effect. Banish one normal trap from your graveyard, and if you do, destroy one of those targeted face-up cards. So that could be a game winner, I have to admit, because if you have, like, say, 3 Traptrix and a couple of traps in the graveyard, you can negate most of your opponent's line, and then if you banish a trap, bang, then you can banish one of theirs. So I feel like that is a very good effect right there. So there has been the deck profile for my Traptrix. Admittedly, this deck could be getting an update because there is actually, depending on when this video comes out, the next main set does have a new, I think does have a new Traptrix type card, like a searcher. But yeah, I think the deck won't really change that much. So that has been my deck profile for my Traptrix. If you've enjoyed today's deck profile, then please make sure to like this video and subscribe to know when my newest videos will be coming out. I hope you've enjoyed, and for now, this is SliferKing signing out.